Hey guys, my name is Anisul and welcome to another video on Anisul-timate. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make this really cool neon light sign. With that being said, let's get started. I want to do something sweet for my sister's birthday for the first time, so I decided to make a wall decor for her room. First things first, I started off by choosing the paint. The art supply stores were currently closed due to the pandemic, so I went with what I had, which was a flat black Rust-Oleum oil-based paint, which worked just fine. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Next up, I ordered an 18-inch by 24-inch canvas, which I painted. Not gonna lie, I don't really like painting, but this was quite satisfying. Afterwards, I went ahead and wrote in my sister's name with a pencil so that I could later on trace it with the LED light strips. This was just trial and error, but in the end, I was able to write in her name big enough to fill the canvas. This was how it turned out. Next up, I got glue sticks for my hot glue gun and string LED lights, which I found on Amazon. The link is in the description below. I first poked a hole where her name began and I snaked the light through that end. Afterwards, I simply put a little bit of glue at a time and then pressed the light against the trace template, letting the glue dry. Be sure to use a little bit of glue at a time as hot glue dries very quickly. Once her name was covered with the lights, I poked another hole and snaked the wire through the back. Then, I poked another hole where her last name began and I snaked the other end of the wire out to the front of the canvas. Then I repeated the process of hot gluing and pressing the wire onto the canvas. For the extra wires on the back side of the canvas, I used some strong aluminum tape which pressed the wires against the canvas so that it wouldn't hang loose. Honestly, you could use any type of tape. I would prefer something strong like duct tape or Gorilla tape. For the battery pack, I chiseled out a channel path on the side of the canvas to ensure that the wire was tight against the canvas. Then, I glued the battery pack to the lower right-hand side of the canvas so that one could easily replace the battery and also turn the lights on and off whenever they want. Since all the lights were glued on, I went back with a razor and cut off any excess glue that was hanging off. Be sure to do this lightly with your razor as you don't want to cut the canvas itself, and if you do, you could just tape the back end of the canvas and then paint it with your black paint. Finally, go back to the white spots that remained due to poking the holes for the wire and touch it up with the black paint you used initially. Here you see that some of the spots are white. That's because I cut the canvas, but again, I just touched it up with some black paint. Once you touch it up with paint, add in your batteries and you're officially done with your new neon light. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing. I guess I'll see you guys on the next Anisul-timate Sunday.